Evening of Monday, the 24th day of April, 2023. Do. Wa pa 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 pa. Pa 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 pa. Pa 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 pa. Pa 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 pa. Do. Pa 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 da pa da pa da pa pa da pa pa. Pa 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 pa.
Hey, sucker, that's why Jean-Luc's a wallet, lost jaw logs and white timbers. And Shaka, I see was on his army. Yeah, Shaka when all the walls fall. But I don't know if Jean-Luc gets these lost jaw logs and white timbers. They're falling again. Good night, Eladril. We love you. Dathan has left the planet. The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how'd it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and just let your mind float downstream. Sprawled out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us! Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and tonight y'all are my live streaming audience. You might not believe it, but we are actually less than an hour away from finishing Wave 1 of Decked Out's terraforming. Wave 1 of Decked Out's terraforming has taken us several months. We are currently harvesting our last batch of snow. What I'm thinking is we'll wrap up Wave 1 tonight, and then the next time I see Tango online for a stream or whatever, I'll try and get his attention, and we'll record like a quick segment where we review where we started to where we are now. And he actually mentioned on his stream today, because I went back and watched the VOD where he reviewed my work so far, and he's like, yeah, obviously we still need to add a lot of detail, but like the fundamentals are in there. And that was all I was going. Big Papa House says, Joe, is the face camera transparent? I need to enable the face camera, but I have to take the mouse. So right now I've got a roll of tape on the mouse button, so I don't have to hold it down. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna pick up the tape, then I'm gonna Alt-Tab out, and then we're gonna turn the camera back on. What? Face camera is currently at well, that's not a number it's supposed to be at. It's supposed to be at 32 or 24. And it's at 28. We're going to bring it down to 24, okay? Because, like, let's assume that's an error in your favor. We are currently $10 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. You know what I can do? Hold on. There is an option here in OBS here for the transition. I can make this take way longer. So, like, currently when I turn the face camera on, it turns on in 1/3 of a second. But what if I set it to turn on in, like, 6 seconds, right? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna, okay. So we're gonna set that to, so it'll instantly disappear if I turn it off, or, like, disappear in, like, 1/3 of a second. But then when I turn it back on, so we don't have any eyeball jump scares, it'll just slowly fade in for 6 seconds. Is that better? Do you like that better? I can't actually tell because I have to look over at the chat. And then the I might not be in frame anymore. And Credit Mike says that Frasier parody is so good. Thank you. Quinn and I wrote that. I pitched the idea in a hotel room in New Jersey, and I was like, hey, what if we did a Darmok Frasier thing? And Quinn was like, wait, I know what Frasier is. What's Darmok? I'm like, you know that Star Trek The Next Generation episode? Here, let's rewatch it real quick. And we rewatched the whole episode, and I took notes the whole time. And then, yeah, it's like, I kind of want to pull up the lyrics now. Where's my phone? I've got... Oh, wait, I keep forgetting. I can put the tape down. Put the tape down on the mouse button. Okay. So, let me pull up the lyrics to that. And I'll for those of you who didn't necessarily hear the song or can't hear it easily, Shaka. If I search for Shaka, there's only going to be one hit in my notes. Here we go. Yeah, so I've got a ton of... I wrote down basically every single line in the language. Yeah. So, like, there's a bunch of lines in there about, like, Sokoth, his eyes uncovered, Kalish, when it rises, Darmok on the ocean, Zinda, his face black, his eyes red, Kira at Bashi, Jalad at Kateo, Temba, his arms wide, Uzani at Yashmir, with fist open, with fist closed, Chenza at court, the court of silence, the river Tamark, Zima and Barkor, his sails unfurled, Kadir beneath Mo Mate, Lunga, her sky gray, Ray and Jiri at Lunka. So I went through all these lines and I was like, hey, how would you turn this into a Frasier tossed salads and scrambled eggs? Because the original Frasier lyrics are just like, hey baby, I hear the blues are calling, tossed salads and scrambled eggs. Oh my, mercy. And maybe I seem a bit confused. Yeah, maybe, but I got you pegged. Ah, ha, ha, ha. But I don't know what to do with those tossed salads and scrambled eggs. They're calling again. So, anyway. You know, I was looking at that, and I'm like, the beast at Tanagra, Uzani, his army, Shaka when the walls fell. And eventually, I got to, hey Sokoth, eyed wise, John Luke's a Wallin, lost Jalads and wide Tembaz. And Shaka, I see Uzani's army. Yeah, Shaka when all the walls fall. But I don't know if John Luke's gets these lost Jalads and wide Tembaz. They're fallen again. So, yeah. We were not watching the episode when the thought came to me. I was like, I want to do a Frasier parody, but like, the thing with the Frasier thing is that a lot of people don't understand what it's about. It sounds like it's random nonsense. And so I want our Frasier parody to be something else that sounds like random nonsense, but actually, if you think about it, actually means something. And so, Picard and Dathan at Eladril, right, was just the way to do it. So basically, I had the idea, and I pitched the idea, and Quinn was like, I don't know if that would work. Is there enough stuff in there to work with? And I said, okay, well, let's watch it. Let's take some notes. We got some time to kill. So we just sat there, and I had my notes, and we just went with it. So, okay. Anyway, that shovel's about to be dead. So I took this other shovel, and I was, like, killing a bunch of Endermen, and it wasn't fixing. Apparently you need the mending, not achievement, enchantment, to, like, really get the most out of your experience at the Enderman farm. So we know that now. Okay. For best speed here, you really need to empty your whole inventory before you start making the snowballs. Okay, or the snow blocks. So, like, right now, we've already got, like, multiple double chests full of snowballs from running that machine. Hey, Sokoth eyes wide, John Luke so wallen, lost jaw lods and wide timbers. I'm gonna play it again if you don't mind, because this is pretty monotonous. Here's the song again.
Hey, Soka, that's why Jean looks so wallen, lost jaw logs and wide timbers. And Shaka, I see was on his army. Yeah, Shaka when all the walls fall. Ha 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 ha. But I don't know if Jean-Luc gets these lost jaw logs and wide timbers. They're falling again. Good night, Elytra. We love you. Dathan has left the planet.
Yeah, so that's yeah. So that's literally a song that was written in about 2 hours as a parody. And Credit Mike says that sounds like something you'd hear on Lower Decks. Well, if anybody knows anybody who works on Lower Decks, feel free to recommend us. We're not cheap, but we look like we would be. But yeah, no, that was definitely, like, that's the thing though, is it's funny, a lot of the songs that we write, I spend like 2 years thinking about it, and then one day I'm just like, oh, here's the trick. Like, I knew I wanted to do a Frasier thing forever, but I was like, you know, what's a good Frasier thing? Like, you know, what if we did Next Generation? Well, what if we did do the Next Generation? Okay, let's watch the episode. Okay, now the song's done. You know, so I know for a long time I want to do a Frasier song, but then once I like get the second half of it, which is the Next Generation piece, it's like, okay, now it's finished. You know, Quinn goes off and records it. But like the Deep into Under Mountain, I wrote in less than 90 minutes. I was like I was listening to a podcast, a D&D podcast, and they said and the players are about to descend deep into Under Mountain. I was like, oh, it's like the Big Rock Candy Mountain. Oh, hey, let me pull my book out real quick. Let me listen to the Big Rock Candy Mountain. Let me pull up the lyrics. 90 minutes later, I had this.
One evening as the sun went down and our cooking coals were glowing, down the path came a party hiking, and they said, folks, we're all going. We're yearning for a portal far away in a tavern full of shouting. So join us, friends, and let's descend deep into Under Mountain, deep into Under Mountain. There run dungeons hot and cold, where the monsters surge and pushes, and the youngest runes are old, where the mimics all lie waiting, and the goblin werebats roost, all the wisps and wasps and the mezzo-loss, the hidden pit where we'll all plummet deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, all our blades will sing like choirs, as our arrows strike like drum beats, and our green flame pops and pyres. Our barbarian will stomp a brood as the rogues dance shadow play. Oh, we're sworn to go at a great tempo. We'll chant our spells as we now delve deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, you'll always find new gear, and your old mundane accoutrement can be handed down, don't fear. The magic items you'll attune and the artifacts you'll find. There's armor with gems and weird potions and a propeller hat that lets you ascend deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, the mad wizard stood gates so folks can open portals. He left clues to activate. He has a thing for puzzles, and he likes to throw his voice. We're going to delve to where he dwells, to the lowest tower, to seek his power deep into Under Mountain. I'll see you there, the lowest lair, deep into Under Mountain.
And so, like, yeah, like, somebody says, I thought you would have thought of that song after watching Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? The thing is, I watched Oh Brother, Where Art Thou like 1,000 times when I was young. So then when it was time to just make a parody song of it, I was ready. Right? You know? So, like, I actually wrote Lectern Full Cauldron and Green Screen Dress in one sitting. Because I had been trying to figure out a short skirt long jacket parody about Minecraft for, like, that was one that I had it for 2 years. I had, like, one line that I was like, you could build this whole song around this. And it was the, but I couldn't actually make it work. Every time I tried to do it, it just didn't come together. And then I realized, oh, so it was a line about, let's see. What, let me pull up the lyrics to Lectern Full Cauldron. I could tell you exactly what it was. Yeah, this is kind of a weird one. But, like, we don't really have a full hour worth of work to do on this. So, okay, here's what it is. So the original song has, I want a girl with a mind like a diamond. I want a girl who knows what's best. I want a girl with shoes that cut and eyes that burn like cigarettes. And, I originally, like, the line that rhymed with best had the word chest in it, but it ended up being, like, it implied I was talking about someone's torso. And I realized that this is not a song about torsos. This is a song about full cauldrons, which is a totally different thing. And so once I shifted the whole attention of... I moved the center of the gravity for the song downward, and the whole thing just kind of fell together at that point. But yeah, I had... I think I wrote Green Screen Dress first that night, and then I was like, oh... You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I could also fix Lectern Full Cauldron. Well, it wasn't called Lectern Full Cauldron yet. It was called, like... I was like, oh, I could also fix that short skirt long jacket thing while I'm here. I just need to tweak it like this. Okay, next problem. Knocked out the entire... 2 songs in one sitting. But, once again, I had been thinking about how to make a Minecraft cake song for years. I had been playing with lyrics and nothing worked. But then all of a sudden it clicked. And this is the difference between me and a professional lyricist, right? Because a professional songwriter will basically say, okay, much like Stephen King, they'll just sit down with their word processor or typewriter or whatever and just knock out. They're like, I wrote 12 minutes worth of song lyrics today. Some of them were good, some of them were bad. But every day I knock out 12 minutes worth of song lyrics. Right? And that's not me. Me, I'll just be like, yeah, I've got a song I'm working on, but, like, I'll make 0 progress on it for, like, 6 months and then finish it while I'm sitting on the bus. Like, I'll all of a sudden just be like, oh, okay, I know what this song is now. And just knock it out, right? And that's not professional. It's fun. It's great for a hobbyist to be able to do that. But yeah, like, I'm not, I'm definitely not somebody who's at the professional level where I can just knock out, okay, we're going to do 3 songs in an afternoon every afternoon. But yeah, I love the film Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? We're talking about, I think that's going to be next in our Patreon viewing party list. That'll be over the summer once my kid is gone. She goes to hang out with the other side of the family for a few months every summer. Well, 6 weeks, but you get the idea. It's long enough that I have extra time to hang out and watch movies. And I'm like, oh, I have all this free time, but I don't want to spend money. From a sanity standpoint, I should probably go places, but I can't afford to. Why don't I rewatch a movie that I would have wanted to watch anyway, but I couldn't while my kid was around. So then I don't feel like I'm wasting the time while she's gone, but I'm also getting to enjoy something that I like. So yeah, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is going into the rotation for this upcoming summer. Because I have not rewatched it. I'm not a professional. I just make more money than most people at it. Exactly. Yeah, that's like me in poetry. Welcome, introverted kid 534. Glad you could join us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The stream date needs updating. What? Well, the problem is that means this morning's was wrong too. Really? Is it the 24th? It is. Okay, I'm updating it now. Next problem. Ba, ba, ba. It's not the 25th for me yet, according to my very fancy watch. Oh wait, which you can't see because of the camera being huge. But yeah, this is my watch I bought for London. It doesn't have like notifications. If I turn the light on, does it show up better? It does not show up at all. Okay, so here's my eye. If I put it directly in front of my eye, that's the wrong eye. I say my very fancy watch. This is a Casio. Yeah, you can see it says 8:52. It says Monday, 4:24 on it. It might help if I, like, looked at something darker in Minecraft. Yeah. So this is the watch I wear when I don't want to get notifications. Like, if I'm in a pinball tournament, I don't want my watch to vibrate with notifications. Yeah, when I went to London, since I wasn't going to have my phone with me anyway, and I didn't want to bring... one of my goals for traveling to London to hang out with my fiance was to bring nothing that required a charger. So I didn't bring my phone, and I didn't bring my smartwatch. And so basically I went into an electronics store, and I was like, hi, I want to buy Casio. And they're like, you mean like the watches? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay, well, we've got a few Casio smartwatches for exercising. I'm like, no. I'm going to be traveling internationally, and I need a watch that will just, like, have a battery that lasts for 6 months. And they're like, oh, yeah, you need to go to one of our other locations. We don't carry those anymore. So I did. And my daughter's like, how many places are we going to go to get you this stupid watch? And I'm like, this is the sort of... this should not be this hard to find, and I am going to keep shopping until I get it. Incredimike says, I can't imagine not having a phone while traveling. But, like, I don't... the thing is that if I had a phone, people would ask me to do work. And I didn't have a work visa. So, I was just like, you know what? The hotel has a phone. You got a problem, leave a message with the front desk. But yeah, no, the thing is too, like, my goal was to focus on spending time with my fiance, my fiance's friends and family, and get to know people, right? And if I've got my phone on me and my watch and people are sending me messages and stuff, that's no... you know, I wouldn't be as present, I feel, you know? Like, it's... if I have it with me, I'm tempted to look at it, but if I don't have it with me, my brain kind of goes into camping mode, where it's like when I used to go backpacking, even though I loved electronics, I just wouldn't bring them with me, you know? So, yeah. When I don't have it with me, I'm fine. But if I have it with me, but I put it in airplane mode, I'm annoyed. You know what I mean? But it doesn't bother me not having it. Yeah, that person's banned for impersonation. Next problem. So we're making progress here. NJ says, I've never seen Oh Brother Where Art Thou. It'll be fun. Yeah, there's a few people in the Discord that mentioned not having seen it. And it's one of those movies that's definitely highly formative for me creatively. Like when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my YouTube series, I really felt like when I was coming up with it, I wanted to kind of play, especially, so the other thing to keep in mind is when I started playing Minecraft, I was playing super hostile maps, where basically it's a creationist universe where God wants you dead. And so I was looking at it like from like a Greek mythology standpoint, where I'm like Odysseus taunting the Cyclops here. I'm playing these Minecraft maps or whatever, but in a way that it's like it's me versus a cruel and spiteful god. And then I started looking at like what are other interpretations of Odysseus or like Greek braggarts. And I mean the most modern Greek braggart interpretation is probably of any significant note anyway, is Ulysses Everett McGill from Oh Brother Where Art Thou. Like I feel like I didn't necessarily like go rewatch the movies or anything, but I definitely felt like I was drawing a lot from what I liked about the performance there. And obviously I'm not playing Minecraft in like pre-generated maps where God wants me dead anymore, but it definitely shaped kind of how I approached things early on. So when was it released in theaters? Early mid 2000s? I'm not sure. I feel like maybe a little bit earlier, like maybe 98, 99. It was one of the earliest films to use digital colorization techniques, where they like scanned the film and used a computer to recolor stuff. So I don't know if just to give you a sense of like how dated this is. I know that's not a direct answer to your question, but like that's kind of the era. Like this was cutting edge, even though it's not a movie with a ton of obvious special effects. Like the whole look and feel of the film is a special effect. They gave it kind of this Dust Bowl colorization. Now we rely on randomness and Scar to kill Joe. I know, right? Maybe I should go hot guy him while he's working on his castle. Probably not, actually. He's been stressed out about that castle for weeks. I should not, like, make his life harder. I went down to the river to pray. Drop some snow in his inventory and yell cold guy. Yeah, maybe we'll do that with some packed ice, because I have more packed ice to spare than I do snow. Actually, yeah. Let's do that real quick. I think we have time for that. We're a half hour through this. It's not going to take a whole... Okay, function F3. I think that's this way. Is he here? Oh, no, it's a zombie. I was going to say, wait, did Scar just snipe me while I was trying to find him? I was like, wait, that's not his coordinates. Yeah, I think he's back this way. Oops. He's definitely on the move, but he's not moving too crazy fast. He hasn't posted "Do Not Disturb" as his status, or posted in the spoiler chat not to go there. Okay, I think the trick to this is going to be for us to get elevation now, and then glide in. He's definitely somewhere working on this castle. Negative 1600. Where is he? Where is he? I can't get in there. Cold guy! I don't think that worked. We tried. Oh, well. He says thank you. Just as a reminder, we are only $10 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. We haven't actually gotten any tips so far in the first half of the stream. So if you're enjoying the show, feel free. Alexis says, good job, Joe. That was really cool. Thank you. I did break his window. I don't know if he knew I was chasing him or if he just happened to be like, and over here we're going to put this window. Wait, why is Joe breaking my window? Also, sometimes he doesn't have the voice chat on or he has it muted, so he might not have even heard me yell cold guy. No, I didn't. It's flyby of snow bucket. That'd be funny, but yeah. How am I so bad at this? Come on. Come on. Hey, we got our first tip of the stream rolling in from Drew Baca, who yells, cold guy, and tips 20. That gets us 10 past our next phase gamer expansion milestone. So here we go. It's time to expand. OBS starts freaking out a little bit when the camera gets this big. Joust. Dude. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. It's trying to center it. Boom, there we are. Lowering the Joe Pasty now to 20%. Thank you very much, Drew Baca, for that. Then our next tip rolled in from 10, for 10 from Incredimike, who yells cold guy and then has like a freezing guy like chattering his teeth. I can't do a teeth chatter noise. But here we go. Expand just again. My viewing friends. Do. And we are going to lower the Joe Pasty now to 16%. Thank you very much, Incredimike. And then we got another tip rolling in. What? From Quiet Devious 1, who says, I missed a few or more streams. How's it going? And tips an even 100. That is one full abacus. We should probably go stand somewhere we're not going to get attacked by creepers while we process that. So thank you very much, Quiet Devious. Okay, so we are blurred. We're all the way over here on the abacus. So I got 5 face camera expansion milestones to process real quick. Here we go. And Joast. Do. And then we will lower the Joe Pasty now from 16% to 12%. And then numero dos, even larger Joast. Do. And then drag that back up here and lower the Joe Pasty now to 9%. Numero tres, even larger spectral face. Do. Come on. OBS is really fighting me here, people. OBS does not want the camera to get bigger, but I demand it. Quiet Devious has paid for this. So we're going to lower the Joe Pasty now down to 6%. Numero quattro. How about some more, Joe? Lowering the Joe Pasty now down. Before we can lower it to 3%, we got to make sure we've actually got my eyes centered on the screen. Where is it? There it is. Lowering it back down now to 3% where it belongs. Thank you very much, Quiet Devious. And for our 5th face camera expansion, here we go. We are hitting 0% opacity. So luckily, we've got a special song just for you.
Dear live stream views, will you watch my face? It took up your screens and began to fade. It replaced some pixels from a game you like. And this is my job, so I wanna be a webcam expander. Webcam expander. It's off-color optics from a broken cam. And some of the chat just froze up in times. The Jost is beaten for showtime now. It's a heady job and he wants to be a webcam expander. Webcam expander. Webcam expander.
Hey, it's me, the Beetlejuice. I got the green screen fixed. Got the green screen fixed. That's the thing. That's the thing that we've now accomplished. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm down here in slot 9, putting the hot in the hot bar. You can't see where slot 9 is right now, you might say, because there's not room for me because of all this snow. There's a cold guy here earlier, so we're gonna fix that. Boom! Here I am, switching over to 50-degree or $50 milestones, whatever. I don't know. Math and all that's the same. Anyway, Mahi's 0, rolling in. Mahi's loves the Beetlejuice, tips 10, and yells another. Well, Mahi's, we're 40 away from that next expansion because, $50 milestones, I'm worth it. All right, we got, let's see, about 23 minutes. 23 minutes back in the stream, or left in the stream. Back half of the stream. All we got to do is fill in 3 of these wireframe segments. So, you know what? I'm going to do the tall one. Because I'm basically like the Christopher Pine of block placement. I don't know if you've seen him in the Spider-Man movies, but he's the tallest of the Spider-Mans. You might think, wait, what about Nicolas Cage's noir Spider-Man? And to you I say, no. You're wrong! Go rewatch Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And you know what? Even if at the end of it you're like, wait, Beetlejuice, I'm pretty sure that noir Spider-Man was actually taller than Christopher Pine's Spider-Man. You're still gonna thank me because it's a great movie and your whole evening was better now. So, hey, when I'm not improving your evenings by being here in person, sometimes I'm improving them by encouraging you to go invest in the cinema. There's another French word for you. It's funny because they've got noir Spider-Man, but it's not like noir. What's the Spanish word for ombre, but in French? It's like, well, I'll give you a second because the chat takes a minute. Seriously, though, I don't know the word. I don't know the French word for man. Grace Winder says invest. There's no way that's accurate. I think you're responding to something from 30 seconds ago. Okay. But yeah, there's probably a word for spider, like arachne, and Incredimike says ohm. So like arachniome noir l'homme would be, it's pronounced am. Luckily, good old Beetlejuice has been around for a while, I know that guy who's like, I am what I am, and that's all that I am. He was a sailor back in the day. Used to run around talking about some burning bush guy, though. I never met him, but that's fine. You only get so many centuries here on the earth. I am is what people are saying. Borealis Laura says, I regret my choice of phoneme spelling. Stephanie Hall writes a gug. I'm strong to the spinach, 'cause I eat my spinach. I'm Fire Chief rhymes with Bam. Toot, toot. Wait, hold on. We have a thing for this. Boom! Nailed it. Anyway, next problem. What are we doing here today? We're building a thing on the whatever. I don't know. Fake Zircon says show stopping. I do what I can. La araignée is the French for spider. So yeah, anyway. Here we go. We're going to look at that panel that we just filled in of the wireframe. Is it good? No. Is it perfect? No. Am I looking at the wrong one? Yes. But this one over here is worse. My point is, though, that we can come back to it and we can fix it up. We can fix it up if we need to. In fact, I'm actually going to kind of give it a little bit more depth here. Kind of bump it a little. I like to bump it, bump it. I like to jump it. Here we go. This reminds me of that song from that movie. Let it snow, can't hold me back anymore. Let it snow, I don't want to go to school today. The bus can't get up the icy hill. Maybe we could walk, but I don't really think that we will. Our teachers are elderly, and their hips don't accommodate. Trudging through the snow to school uphill both ways. And so the day off means we all can build a fort. I think it will be neat. It will be fantastic sport. In the traditional English sense, like, haha, that is jolly good. I guess that's okay. Even if that's not how you would describe it yourself. That's not my probolo. Cause I'm the Beetle Joe. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do. Anyway, there's your song. I hope you're happy. All right, so I'm starting to worry that we don't have enough snow. I feel like we were very close to having enough snow, and we don't have enough snow. And that's deeply upsetting to me on several levels, because I really thought we were going to get this entirely done tonight, and somehow we're not, unless I really hustle. So let's get that hustle on. I like to move it. I like to groove it. Okay, so here we go. We're just gonna get this going up on this part here. There's no business like snow business. There's no business. I snow. Okay, so this is passable-ish. We have 54 blocks left, and there is no way that what remains is a 6x9 grid. It's not happening. I feel like we're so close. Let's go maybe recover some of these. What we dropped. Oh, good. The gang's all here. Hurrah, huzzah. It's snow time. Do. Here's what we're gonna do is maybe we'll have like some tough or something kind of as a lip here. I really don't want to not finish this. I wanted to be done with this first wave of this so we could come back and do our next pass. Yeah, logically, I guess we need the snow to be under there, yeah. That tracks. Dun, 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 dun. Do 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 bum 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 ba da 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 do 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 ba bum 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 bum. We have enough ice for a waterfall. Yeah, but that's not a logical place for one. And I don't want to put the snow. I don't want to cut into the snow to put the waterfall in yet. That's a wave 2 thing. I'm trying to get the rough concept in. Hey, welcome, Mr. Hardluck Raiders. I see we got Queen Dark Lady in the chat. Welcome as well. Hope you had a fantastic time playing some those video games or whatever you're doing. I know some people they're big fans of that Forrest Gump film. They play ping pong on the streams. Is that what you're up to? I honestly could be anything these days. Streamers these days they play a lot of wild games. I heard there's a tail you can go beneath, like, if you can believe that. Like it's anybody's market nowadays. You can just do whatever you want. Who cares? You were playing Pinball FX3. Uh-oh. Chances are you beat my score then. That's not good for me. Okay. 10 snow blocks is not enough to deal with this in a fundamentally sound way that I'm going to be happy with. So we're going to go at this aggressively. This hydrate comes in a little glass vial. A little glass vial? A little glass vial. And it goes in the gun that you press up against your anatomy. Anatomy. Okay, so you're doing the Paladin Arcade tournaments. Ah, fun, fun, fun. Yeah, we're in process here. You know, I don't know if you ever played a game where you made stuff up as you went. That's where we're at. This is not going well. I've ran out of materials that I plan to use. And so we're just moving right into like, but what if we didn't? It's like, wow, Joe, you were gonna do this right, weren't you? Yeah, but what if we don't? Okay, that's always been an option, right? We could have always done this wrong. We could have chosen that at any time. So let's choose that now. Okay. Good times with Scar left the game. That's an opportunity for us. I don't know to do what, but, you know. Whatever, it's fine. We'll figure it out. Alrighty, so, I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing a lot of it, and we're doing it quickly, because we have 9 minutes. And my goal for this was to have a rough draft for this area completed by the end of this stream. We are so close to having a rough draft for this area. Is that the last bit of tough we brought with us? Of course it is. No, it's not. Great, 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 great. Okay, here we go. Let's fly away, fly away, fly away. Oh, glory. Yeah. Okay, so this is okay. I think we are going to drop. Okay, so here we go. We're going to mix in a little bit of cobbled deep slate there just to give it some depth. I think that'll look good. That's lower than I intended to go. Here we go. Okay, that's closer to being passable. Hey, glad to help. Have a good day at work, Vinny Vidi Vici. This isn't good, but it's getting done on time, and then we can review it, and we can improve on it. If you don't force yourself to be timely in getting your drafts produced, you can not get your refinements on schedule either. Okay. There's a saying, perfect is the enemy of the good. Well, there's another saying, perfect is the enemy of done. The goal is to get this done by 1/2 hour. So that way, it's ready for me to sleep on it and then come back and do a revision pass. If it's not done, I can't sleep on it because I'll be thinking about the fact that it's not done. When you start your revision pass, you want to go in like, well, a lot of this sucks, let's fix it, right? So, the goal of the first draft is to finish the first draft. And you know what? It's not great. In fact, we're going to come in here. Well, we still have 4 minutes left. Rapid development time here. Yeah, I kind of have a little thing going on here. Yeah, it's gonna look good. Give it a little bit of a lip. Worth doing poorly says if something is worth doing well, it's worth doing poorly. Finish the first draft, get it. I love that you had that username ready. Just remarkable levels of preparation here on the Joe Hills show tonight. From so many people here. Centauratron writes, looks like I'm definitely going to be able to get the TCG for my birthday. Hey, fantastic news, Centauratron. I'm very excited. It is probably the most ambitious thing the Hermits have ever done. And the Hermits do stuff like this! Just gonna give you a minute for that to sink in. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I think, like I said, this is ready to move to the next draft phase. We can talk to Tango. We can welcome Scar back. Yeah, see, that doesn't look blatantly wrong to me. We can fix it later. It's not a hole in the ground, right? It's a weird way the snow melted. We're going to do a last call for tips real quick. And then, one thing I wanted to do before we wrap up is I did kind of want to explore what is actually in this cave here. I didn't really go very deep in there because, creeper and all that. But, like, if you actually go down in here, this ravine seems... yeah, you know what? This is probably not the best approach. Let's go out to replay mod and fly down there and replay mod, because I'm genuinely curious if there's a way that connects to... Let's go with the earlier stream from... If you want to see what this looked like when we started at 8 in the morning. Of course, we're going to have to jump ahead a little bit here. Please tell me I didn't use a portal in the process here. Portals and replay mod are not pals. People are saying goodness loud noises. Yeah, I can turn that down a little bit. Okay. So when we started this morning, this is what we had left. And, I mean, that's a good amount of stuff to, like, fix. Let's turn on, the night vision so you can see the difference there. Night vision off, or, no, on, off, right. So I want to know what's down in this cave. I want to see if this actually connects to the thing proper. Okay, so... Whoops, doesn't go down and through there. This, wait, this water cave, though, maybe goes somewhere, does it? Does this... Dang it. I was kind of hoping this would actually connect to, like, Decked Out itself somehow. I don't want to flood Decked Out by digging into it. I probably shouldn't be looking through here, because I'm not supposed to, like, know what the layout is on the inside. But I was curious if there was a... Because it would be cool if Tango had an exit. Let's say Tango's down here in his redstone, right? And he wants to fly out. I'm not looking at the game, I'm looking at the redstone. So, like, from this redstone area here, if Tango wanted to fly out through that hole... Like, that hole is, like, right there. Yeah, there's probably a way to do that. So anyway, but yeah, this is what we started with at the beginning of the streaming day. We completed the entire backside of Decked Out. Whew. Yeah, Batcave entrance was kind of what I was thinking. Yeah, Zachary, if it like lined up perfectly somehow with like one of his like shafts or something, we could put in like an iron door or something that led to it. But yeah, it doesn't look like this is gonna lead to anything safe for... Well... What is this? Is this a room inside the game? Oh, yeah. Okay, we definitely don't want to look at that then. But yeah, I mean, it looks like this wall is like 3 blocks thick. So we could build a service exit for him here. And it would come out near that chamber. Yeah. I don't want to do anything that'll risk damaging his redstone or trains tracks or whatever. But, like, it looks like this is 3 blocks here. And then he could fly up and out. Ooh, that'd be cool. But yeah, we made a ton of progress today. We took that natural cave there, and we extended it. If I pull this one, oh no, I changed dimensions of this. Never mind. Exiting the replay. Core concept, let's do a check. No last minute tips rolling in. Fantastic. One less thing to worry about. So now who are we gonna raid? Looks like Supreme is playing Paper Mario. Supreme used to run the Vandyland organization at my alma mater, Vanderbilt. So we're gonna slash raid Supreme. Apparently, when I was in this Tumblr Sexy Man contest, people were going to bother him. And they were like, Supreme, did you know that Joe Hills is running for Tumblr Sexy Man? And he's like, what? Why would you tell me that? And they're like, well, because you went to Vanderbilt and he went to Vanderbilt, so I'm sure you know each other. And he's like, that's a ludicrous thing to assume. But yeah, we actually do know each other. But no, I did not know about that Tumblr contest. But anyway, yep, so that concludes our 1 hour chill stream. Our raid message is howdy y'all, Joe Hills right here. Anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep, adventuring and whatnot if you want. Good night.